There's something so powerful about getting out into nature. I think a lot of people have learned how therapeutic it is in recent days. I love to get out here and hike in these trees and watch the changing of the seasons. Now, most of the time the trails I walk from my neighborhood through the forest, and I head to a place called Oxbow Lake, and it's really easy to spot the trail in the spring and summer. But as the seasons change, things can be a little bit different in the winter and the fall. So recently I'm walking down this trail, and I've probably walked it 100 times before. But as I look down, everything starts to look the same. There were beds of leaves, and they're this thick everywhere I looked. Couldn't tell where the trail stopped and where it started. I started to wander. I ended up backtracking to try to find my way to the lake. Nothing looked the same, all covered up in leaves, and I actually thought, I think I'm lost. And that's when I looked up, and I saw it, a white mark on a tree. In hiking terminology, it's called a blaze. Someone that's walked the trail before you has marked the way to make sure that you get to where you're going. And I think that's such a good analogy for life. It's easy to find yourself looking down. We get caught up in our own little worlds, trapped by our problems. It could be a health issue, or you're fighting the bills that just seem to keep on coming long after the money runs out. These problems can leave you feeling lost, without direction, like you're running around in circles in the forest. You can't find the path forward. You could use a marker, a trail, an arrow to point you in the right direction. And that's where Jesus talks to us and says, look up, look to me. Consider these words of hope from Psalm 121, where the writer's looking for help. He says, I lift my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. So even in a time when it seems like whatever can go wrong has, maybe it's time to look up and consider how God wants to direct your path. Even when the road isn't clear, keep on walking. See, Jesus has walked the road before you, and He's left markers all over the place. They're found in His Word, the Bible. They're found when you talk to Him in prayer. He says, follow me. I've already blazed the path ahead of you. I know the way. You don't have to be lost. Because you see, God is for you, and He promises to get you safely to your final destination.